welcome to my kitchen. Today we're gonna do a nice roast by request from Sandra, who said, how do I make a roast because I don't want to use those fucking bags anymore. There you go. Sandra, this roast is because of you. And now let's get started. Today I got a rump roast. Why? Well, it was on sale and I like rump roast. By the way, that's the butt. There's my dish. You need a big deep dish for this kind of thing with a lid. Don't forget the lid. There's a bouillon cube. Let's see. I got an onion, Worcestershire, smoked sauce, some sage, a little bit of garlic, minced stuff, salt, pepper. Oh, and don't forget the carrot. Yeah. And here's a bonus. I'm going to tell you how to cheat. See that? That's a piece of frozen bread loaf. We're going to let that warm up, rise up, and we're going to make fresh, homemade, I don't know, salt, pepper, crust bread, I don't know. Step 1 to making our roast. Spray the bottom of your dish. Right? Step 2. Take roast. We got the fatty side here. Oh, roast is lovely. You want to have the fat side up, the meat side down. So, step 1, put your meat in here. We're going to take 1 bouillon cube, beef bouillon, by the way, and then we're going to take water. We're going to pour it into our roast. We want to cover about half the roast. We don't want to cover the whole thing. We kind of want it to steam a little bit, too. And we got other shit we're going to put in there, too. Like an onion. We're going to cut it in chunks, like 6 pieces there, right? We're just going to kind of throw that in the water around the roast. That just squirted at me. Take our carrot, right? Not going to peel it. Going to make sure it's clean, but not going to worry about peeling it. We're just going to take it, chunk it. Alright, here's our carrots. Our carrot, right? Got nice chunky. We're going to do the same thing. Kind of push it around the roast. Next thing. Just a dash. Really, seriously, liquid smoke. 1 dash, because you don't want to add too much. That smoke is very overpowering. You know what else? Worcestershire sauce? Again, just a little bit. You definitely don't want to overpower. Now, we're going to use our sage. I don't know why they have a fucking shaker on this, because it don't shake worth shit. Alright, take it off every time. Take my sage. Now, I'm going to sprinkle the sage here on the fat cap. Kind of rub it in just a little bit there. And finally, the last thing we're going to do is add garlic. Because, well, we like garlic. That's a lot of garlic. I don't know why I'm whistling. We're going to turn our oven on to bake about 350 to 375. I'm going to tell you a hint here. Give it some time. Hell, turn it on 325 and let it cook all fucking day. Makes your house smell nice. Well, if you like the smell of cooking carcasses in your oven, which I personally do. I think it's delicious. So, this dish has a lid. So I'm just going to put the lid on it. And there you go. That's our roast, ready to go in the oven. Fare thee well, my friend, for you will be eaten soon. Just so you know, Sandra, in case you don't have a dish like that, first off, if you don't have a lid, just use aluminum foil. I'll be doing that later. Secondly, you can go to any thrift shop, and most of the time, they have them. Just keep looking. Now, once the roast is in the oven, you got like hours. I'm going to catch up on the dishes, because holy shit, there's a ton of fucking dishes when I work all the time. Alright, so it's been about, you know, an hour-ish since I first put the roast in the oven. Anyways, so the next thing I'm going to do is I want roasted potatoes and vegetables. Those potatoes and carrots. So, I'm going to peel the carrots, but not the potatoes, because I like the skin on the potatoes, but that's just me. I'll chop up our pieces of carrot. And here's, you know, sizable chunks. Not too huge, not too small. You know, chunks like that. Throw them in our dish. So here we go. We've got a tray of vegetables, potatoes and such. About just a little over a cup of bouillon. We're just gonna, bouillon water I should say. 1 bouillon cube, a little bit of water. We're gonna take, once again, our minced garlic. Just a little bit. We don't want to overpower this with garlic. Fresh ground pepper. And then I've got some seasoned salt. James mixed up seasoned salt. Anyways, just throw a little bit of seasoned salt on there as well. Here you go. Just the tiniest drop of smoke will go a long way. Because, once again, we're not trying to really overpower anything with smoke and whatnot. We're going to cover this in aluminum foil, and we're going to throw this in the oven with the roast. The roast is looking kind of nice. There's our veggies. And, oh, guess what? We're going to wait a little while. Okay, remember that bread loaf thing that I was selling, the frozen thing? Right. At this point, it's no longer frozen. It's malleable. Malleable. Look, it's doing the wave. Okay, that's actually not a bad idea. Here's the thing. You can do a lot of things with this. You can cut it into pieces, make little rolls. You can cut it into strips, make it into a braid. Today, I'm going to make a really fun bread that's easy, simple. Really, really simple. Watch. Start with olive oil. There we go. That's what we need for the olive oil. Spread it around. Get it all over your fingers and the pan. It's absolutely wonderful. And, oh, you didn't see me lick it, but it tastes delicious. Now, once you got our pan oiled, we're going to take our bread. We're going to put it on both sides. Just cover this with the olive oil. This kind of makes a really nice crust. Then, very simply, I'm flattening this. Once again, you can cut it, you can braid it, you can do all sorts of crazy ass shit. I'm just going to make a loaf of bread. The next step is the rising step, which basically means let it sit here on this pan. Now that my fingers are all sorts of covered in oil, I have to turn off this fucking camera. I cleaned off the lens. I wonder if that'll help. So, tonight, we're almost ready. The roast is done. I'm going to pull the roast out first. I'm going to set it here on a back burner. Not on, of course. I have some bread here. What I'm going to do is a really, really light seasoning on top. I'm going to do some crushed black pepper. So, a little bit of crushed pepper. And this is rosemary powder. And just a little bit of salt. We're doing fancy. Let's do some kosher salt. Not a huge amount. It sounds like all the kids are killing each other right now in the other room. And there we have it. There's our bread ready to go in the oven. Now, if you look behind me, and not the disaster that my kitchen always is, but you'll notice it's dark outside at this point. Once again, start when it's light. Take a few hours. This dinner takes time to cook. But it's not a very hard dinner. It's actually very, very simple, and it makes your house smell delicious. The hardest part about making this dinner is the fact that you have to not eat while it's cooking, because, man, my stomach is rumbling like you have no idea. The entire reason for recording the roast was because it was requested. A girl named Sandra. I remember Sandra from a long time ago. She was 15, I think, when we first met. We used to go to underage club, and that's where I met her. I could probably tell you very interesting stories about her, but probably shouldn't. Yeah, she was a nice girl, though. No, none of us were. None of us were nice children. That was the point. We had so much fun. Some crazy ass shit at that place. Mrs. C, DJ Pete. Now, he was a crazy fucker. There was a girl. I cannot remember her name. It's the second time in my life that I had ever been flashed. The first was this girl. It was crazy. We had a pool, and she used to come over swimming in our pool all the time. She was cute. Oh, God, she was cute. She had these huge tits. She'd wear these bikinis in the pool. It was so great. She flashed me. I think I was like 15, 14, 15, 16. One time she called me. She was really drunk. She'd spilled all sorts of crazy shit all over the floor. Covered her dog in chocolate sauce. This little tiny schnauzery punting dog thing. Covered him in chocolate sauce. I made her go take a shower. Her mother was going to be home in a little while. I should have not been so nice. See, I learned my lesson there. No more am I going to be a fucking nice person. Fuck that. You give me the opportunity, I'm going to be a douchebag from now on. Seriously, I learned my fucking lesson. Because you know how much shit I lost out on because I was fucking nice? Fuck that shit, man. I'm never going to be fucking nice again. Fuck it. Give me the opportunity, I'll fucking take it. My bread is ready. Here we are, unveiling the roast. And here we have our steaming plate of delicious delight. Oh, I can hear the kids screaming in the background. Here we have our roasted dinner. Thanks for watching today. Better than eating out. Don't forget to check out the book on Amazon.com. Better Than Eating Out. Pink Tacos Not Included by S.J. Moyer. Sandra, I hope this helps you. As for the rest of you guys, hey, let me know what you want me to cook. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Enjoy your food. I'm going to enjoy mine. Goodbye.
In the soil